All right, everyone. So we're back with another mod review. This one might not be as quick as we're used to, but there was a lot of really cool things. So somebody had asked me in the comments section to look at some of the cooking mods. Now, I'm glad that they did because in general, I probably wouldn't have batted my eye seeing these in the mod store, but I am really glad I do these reviews, and I'm really glad that you guys all make these suggestions because it actually gets me in there to download the mod and actually test it out. And they're pretty cool. So we're going to talk about them. We'll try some of the stuff that you make. Hopefully I have everything all prepared and ready to go. So this one is Gary's Cooking. It is crossplay, so console, PC, you guys can all use it. And you can see the benches behind me. So first and foremost, so the majority of the stuff starting out is made in your inventory. The thing I liked about this is a lot of the different components to it. So on your person, so there's some things that you might actually see in my inventory right now. You probably see some raw meat, so I'll just filter that out so you can take a look. You will need to craft these to make any of the recipes that we will take a look at in the benches or in the cookers. And you can see basically what they all take. So you've got your raw large dino meat, so that's going to take raw medium dino meat and raw prime meat. Here's your raw medium dino meat. You make that just with raw meat and raw prime meat, so you'll make that to make this. You got your small dino meat, which is made with raw dino meat and raw tiny dino meat. Raw tiny dino meat is right here. That'll be 2 pieces of raw meat, and you'll use that to make that. And then you've got your raw huge dino meat. I will say there is a recipe that calls for raw special dino meat. If anybody uses this mod or is familiar with this mod, or maybe if the developer watches this later, not that I'm a big deal out there or anything, but I can't find that. I can't find where you make that meat. I went into my Ingrams. I went into my inventory here. I've checked all the benches. I'm not able to find it. So I'm not sure if that's missing and I'm an idiot, or I should say if it's missing or if I'm just an idiot. I don't know where to craft it, but if any of you guys know what's up with that meat, let me know. So next up is the cookers. So there's a few different components to Gary's. So you got your Gary meat cooker. So this is going to obviously cook up all that raw meat that you make because the recipes will call for it to be cooked, most of them anyways. First bench that you'll be able to make is the beginner bench. This you'll be able to craft at level 10. Next one is the intermediate cooker. This one you'll be able to craft at level 50. And then the last one here is the advanced that you can craft at level 65. These do take Ingram points, so if you don't use an auto Ingram or learn all Ingrams when you play, these will cost some of the Ingrams that you hold so dear to you. That's why personally I like to play with the learn all Ingrams because I like to use all this stuff and I like to decorate and I like to have access to this stuff and I don't want to pick and choose what I want to learn. Especially with mods, I find it useful, but everybody has their own way to play. That's just me. All right, so last up in your inventory here, which you might have saw here was, or not last up, there's actually a couple more things. Gary's heal food. So this is something you can make on your person, which is actually awesome. This is made early on. I think you get this right at level 1. It doesn't take anything to actually craft it, and this will heal 2.5% of your dino's health. So that's kind of helpful early on in the game, I think. There's also some seeds. So you will have to plant. There's 3 things that you plant. There is your wheat seed. It takes 10 rock carrots to craft these. They are crafted in your inventory. You have to plant that to get your wheat for some of the recipes. You've got your tomato seeds. Also crafted on your inventory. It takes potatoes to craft them, and you do have to plant them. And then here is your mixed green seeds. So 10 citronella will get you some seeds. You put them in your crop plots, and you make them. The last thing here, I do believe, is the metal plate. Yes, you have to make a metal plate to put your food on. So some of the recipes do call for that. It is just 2 metal ingots. So I do like the dynamics of this. So I did plant some of the seeds so that you guys could actually see. They mainly just look like citronella, but they're not. So this is the wheat here, so you can see the wheat growing. Over here, I believe, is the tomatoes. And then last here, you've got your mixed greens. So I thought, I don't know. And of course, it also gives off the seeds as well, so you don't have to always craft them. You'll obviously have to craft your first batch. But if you need any more after that, it is going to be automatic. So I did make, obviously, the benches and Gary's meat cooker. Here is the meat cooker here. I did cook up some of the meat so that hopefully we have everything we need to try out some of these cool recipes so you can see what some of them do, and we'll check to see if they work. So here's the first cooker that you end up making, Gary's beginner cooker. So if we go in this, it does take wood to turn it on. Let's actually see if I have wood, because we are going to want some of that. Oh, I got all kinds of wood. Okay. All right. So you can see here, so all of these do something. So this one, can I move this? Oh, this is unfortunate. Some of this is cut off on my end because of my record. Okay, so this is the pizza. It does fill a small amount of food, and it does I think 23 maybe health. If my memory serves me correctly. The festive meal, the Christmas pudding, this will also fill a small amount of health and give you 20-something health as well. You'll be able to see it on the screen. So next here is the eggs on toast. This will fill your food completely. So that's helpful. I definitely would want that on me. And heals your health for 23. All of these I did test, so I took my Griffin out to go take a beating and see if he would eat these. He does. And it does heal him slightly. Obviously 20, 30, 40 health is not really significant when you've got a dino with a couple thousand. But hey, you have a stack of that, it's definitely gonna be helpful. So they also have the stick of salami. Don't expect much, but this will fill your food slightly. So this one won't really do anything, but it's a nice little snack. Potato chips, cheap and efficient snack, and will also just fill your hunger slightly. So doesn't have any of the health boosts that the first ones that we looked at did. Bread, who doesn't like bread? Doesn't really give much of an explanation, but I'm sure it would give you a little bit of a food boost. Here's where you make the cheese. Oh, that's what I forgot to show you, but we'll show you now. So thylacolea milk. You're probably wondering, how do you get thylacolea milk? It's actually also just made in your inventory. There it is there, and it's made with the claws you get from killing the thylacoleos. And you've got your small dino roast. So this will give you 40 health. So that's either for you or your dino. It will fill your food and water slightly. So I think this one, personally, out of this bench would probably be the best. It gives you the most health. It slightly fills your food and your water. So I think that's definitely good to have for when you're dying of thirst out there. You can see here eggs. I also forgot to show you. Eggs are made also on your inventory. So any of the components within this, generally the ingredients, I should say, they are made in your inventory. Thought that was cool. It's RG talons. Go figure. Eggs, birds, works for me. And that's the gist of this one. I probably won't make any of these ones. They are just help with healing, and I tested it on my dino, so it's going to work either for you or your dino. Doesn't matter. So next up, we've got Gary's intermediate cooker. So here's where things start to get a little bit interesting, in my personal opinion. So this will apply a 2 times XP buff to players and the dinos in the area, an AEO. This will take eggs, thyla milk, a plate, and some wheat. So I say, let's craft one of those. These are powered by your generator. So we will make one of those. Next up is funky meat. It doesn't sound very appetizing, but it triples the movement speed of your land dinos. I think that's fantastic, because if anybody has ever had to go out there and start harvesting berries with their trike, those things are slow. This would be definitely beneficial to give to your trike so that obviously your farming with your trike is a hell of a lot faster. I mean, really for any of the dinos, your Doedicurus, your Anki. Imagine harvesting your stone and your metal at triple the movement speed. All right, so we've got fish, fish feast. It's gonna. Oh God, there's a fight going on. Oh, not to worry. Not to worry. All right, fish feet. So this is going to double your swim speed of your aquatic dinos. So I also think that is fantastic. I think that could definitely come in handy when you're doing some of those water caves or just when you're underwater in general. It's nice to outrun things. The Bassie is my favorite aquatic dino because obviously it doesn't take the shock effect of the Cnidaria or any of the dinos underwater that want to shock you, so you will not get knocked off. But it's not always the fastest, so I think this could really make the Bassie a game changer, really. So here's the roast chicken. It says you would think this was hot, but you're wrong. Freezes all wild dinos around you for 15 seconds. This is one I found very interesting, and we definitely have to try this out. That would come in handy for taming, I think. What do you think? Gives you a chance to freeze them for about 15 seconds and see how many shots you might be able to get off before that wears out. So we're definitely trying that. Provides double movement speed and infinite oxygen. So this is the fruit salad. So this would come in handy if you are under the water, obviously. So you'd be able to swim fast and you don't have to worry about losing your oxygen bar. Definitely helpful, especially maybe when you're trying to get in there to get your first water tame. It definitely would be helpful. And just, I mean, in general, being on a water tame, I mean, yes, you can ascend your scuba gear and that should probably last you, but hey, sometimes things happen. And then Rosie's Platter. So it fills hunger slightly, and it reduces the weight of basic resources to 0.25. So that's helpful. So anybody struggling with their weight in the game, in Ark. And this would definitely be beneficial, especially if you're out there just harvesting your basic resources, your stone, your wood, your thatch. That would definitely make it a lot easier. You're not going to have to obviously come back and keep on dropping things off. It'll definitely make things a little bit faster. So let's take these stuff out of here. How did I make? I made that twice. I guess I made that twice. So we have the Christmas cake that we wanted to take a look at, and we have the roast chicken, which we're going to try, but the roast chicken I wanted to try alongside something else, which is all the way in this bench. So this is the last and final bench for Gary's cooker, Gary's advanced cooker, or Gary's cooking, and this is the advanced cooker. So like I said, this is obviously made, not obviously, but like I said, it is made at level 65. This will be the last and final bench you will be able to make. And the buffs on these are pretty end game, in my opinion. So this is going to heal players and dinos in an area for 10k. I think it's at over 20 seconds. I do apologize because the thing's in my face and I can't see it. So next up is the pork belly. This stuns and applies 20% torpor to all nearby wild dinos. I wanted to do this one and the one where it's like stuck for 15 seconds and see what that would do for taming purposes, because I think that's fantastic. Oh, we're making two things? Okay. There is no disable auto on this one. Okay. All right, so last in this one is hot. It burns the wild dinos around you for 25% of their health. I want to try that as well. I can't help it. So these are obviously taking a little longer to craft. So what we'll do, that's everything as far as Gary's cooking goes and how it works. But I do want to test these out to see that they work. Obviously, like I said, they can be used on the dinos and your person. All right, so why don't we try, while we're standing here waiting infinite enough time for that, let's do this. So this is going to give us a 2 times XP boost. There's the countdown in the bottom right of my screen, 595 seconds. So it looks like at about 600 seconds is what you get for this boost. Kind of like an XP note is how it would work. So I should probably do some work, but we won't. And then we're waiting on the freezing of dinos till we get Oh, that's my chibi. That scared me. That so that we can try that and the torpor one together. All right, what do we have? This is heals players. And I knew you were going to do that. Stop. That's unfortunate. It's going to keep on cooking this thing for me, and I don't want it to. These take the exact same. 4. Okay, let's put in another plate. Can I grab another plate? Where's my plates at? Here they are. Okay, we'll just throw the plates in here. So hopefully that changes. So that's embarrassing. The other benches that were here, I do believe they had the whatchamacallit, the option for the disabling of auto crafting. No, not this one actually. Turn that off. These are loud benches. I think. So only the ones that take the wood, like the cooking pot and the fire, actually had the option. Hopefully that gets added. Normally it doesn't really matter, but if the recipes are going to take the exact same thing. Oh, it's literally not going to let me do this, is it? Wait, is there a way? No, wait, maybe I'm just stupid. Prevent wireless crafting? What does that mean? Turn off. No. Well, I'm not going to fight with this all day. Well, there you go. There's the one downfall. Can I cancel that? No. What was this one? Burns what? Well, we'll at least be able to try that one. I guess we're not going to get the stun thing going because the other one seems to take less time. All right. Last try here. Once these are done, I'll bring you guys back and we'll go test it. Whoa. All right. So that took a minute. Still didn't get the other one to craft for obvious reasons. So we do have this one, which apparently will heal everything around us for 20 seconds. This is definitely beneficial, I think, for boss fights. Just a little cheaty, but there you go. You can kind of see the range. Anything within this green blinding bubble would be healing. 10K. 10K. All right, so we're out of that bubble. I know I saw some dinos across the way. I did. Oh, I can't get it. We can go try to freeze them and burn them. That sounds exciting. All right. All right, hey, Mr. Parasaur. So this one freezes. It works. See, I got this little buff. All right, and then let's burn him. This is dark. That's cool. I must say, that is cool. That is definitely cool. Doesn't seem to be bothering him at all. Yep, and it definitely took down his health. I forgot to have my spyglass on. So that's pretty cool. I definitely think that mod, like I said, I'm really glad that I do these mod reviews because that was cool. And all of the little buffs and all of the little different things that it does is definitely cool. Anybody who enjoys like role play of Ark, definitely, this is definitely worth it. Still don't know about the special dino meat, so I do apologize. But I do want to thank everybody who has been supporting, who's been watching, who's been commenting. Let me know what you think of this one. Again, it is crossplay. I do have a community Discord server, so if you guys want to join our Discord, ask any questions you may have about the mods, ask them in the comments section. I definitely appreciate all the recommendations as well, so definitely keep them rolling in. We do currently have 2 subscriber and Discord member servers for ASA. One is PC only and one is crossplay. They do have different mods on both of them. And we are currently doing a Primal Chaos ASA server. That one is membership or Patreon only. We do live stream that. I do live stream on all of them, so definitely would love for anybody interested to come stop by and say what's up. And definitely join the Discord. And I will see you all in the next one.